Oh, did I turn this on? Hello, everybody. Okay, so we are here. I'm here with Birdman and Destro Designs here, and we're going to talk about a bunch of things. A bunch of weird stuff has happened. Lots of classified news, and then we're going to get into something that I've made a couple videos about before that I thought was sort of fun, but is actually more of an interactive thing, and so I thought would be really good to do with an audience, somebody in the chat. And so my hope is you're going to run this in the chat there, that I want to really get to your ideas. And if you've seen the ideas, like what are weird ideas for G.I. Joe Classified? These could be real, like super deep cuts. This could be, extreme deep cuts from the comic book, the cartoon, other cartoons, other whatever lines, or it could even be just a weird ass idea, something you came up with entirely that you think would be fun to talk about. And that's the idea here. So so let's get into it. How you guys been? How was your holiday?
Birdman, you first.
I was sick for most of it. I'm just grateful to be better.
Nice. Okay. Well, welcome back. Yeah, you were sick. You missed a couple of last ones because you weren't feeling too good. What about you, Destro? How are you feeling? How you doing?
No, things are good, brother. I mean, I've been perpetually tired since the kids were born, so I just concede to the fact that I'm just always going to feel this way. At this point, it's just I just try to get as much sleep as I can because we're old, and if I need that rest. I've definitely been taking a lot of naps lately for sure. But no, other than being tired, business is good, collecting is good. Everything that I've been doing Joe wise has been good. I really like I said, starting the year off right.
Okay, let's see. We got some people in chat. Stanley, first time catch you live. Hello, nice fellow high school stuff. Oh, okay, all right, yeah. We got Seth. We got Melted Copper in the house. Paul Morales, big red head, just another jerk.
Those are my dudes.
Nice. How's it going, guys? Operative D. Hello. We get some ideas already here. Okay.
Yeah, I wrote a couple down.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So this is a good one. Bobby, hey Bobby. The weirdest idea so far is modeling Lieutenant Falcon's head sculpt after Sharpay. What is it? That's a good point. Oh, no, the live with the lumberjacks. Yeah, you're right. We are kind of lumberjack dressed. I'm almost always lumberjack dressed because I'm perpetually stuck in 1995. So like the grunge thing is never like ended for me.
You guys, you don't even know how close I was to wearing a flannel.
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Yeah. So I was gone. People asked, why was I gone? I was gone because I was away for Christmas. And thank you. Welcome, man, Brandon. I was away for Christmas and I went away to the Dominican Republic.
Ooh,
all-inclusive resort with the Baroness. That's what I'm calling her.
Nice.
That's what I'm calling her from now on.
I hope she knows what kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like what kind of a privilege it is to be called a Baroness, or what kind of how much that means.
She does have glasses and long dark hair, so she's kind of
that.
Baroness. Yeah,
I would do that.
In college, I dated this German exchange student, and she was about as tall as I am. I'm 6 foot. She was probably like 5'10", and she was very blessed. And I kept trying to get her to wear a black bodysuit. I said, can you just dress like a hoochie mama? And she's like, I do not know what hoochie mama is. And we'd go in the mall and we walk by the rave, and I'm like, that's hoochie mama.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm working on the all black leather bodysuit and the boots. You gotta ease that shit in. You can't. It's not a right away kind of thing. Yeah, welcome.
Melted Copper said that you were in jail. That's why you were gone.
I was in jail. Yes. No, I was in the Dominican Republic, which
Dominican
is
Republic
very
jail.
Place. Yeah, it's a very lovely place. Anyway, but yeah, we're back here. Anyway, yeah. So, any other news? So one thing I thought I'd throw out there is I made a video yesterday about criticism of the GI Joe Classified, and so it was like I like a very kind, nice, lovely. Here's some things you can do better, but I was uh, um, very much like complimentary to the GI Joe Classified team. Some of y'all in the a lot of the people in the comments are very nice. So there's some psychopaths though in there who literally cannot handle one person criticizing the GI Joe Classified team in the tiniest bit way. It's as if like if you said, "Hey, maybe you should, backpack shouldn't suck so much. Maybe you should have a backpack that doesn't, fall off."
I don't have to super glue on.
Yeah,
Listen, I'm going through it right now. I had gotten this guy here, the infantry trooper, which I love, right?
Yeah.
I think this figure is amazing. But he's got these two things on the back that I think are supposed to be for the weapons he comes with. But guess what? I'm trying to load him up with something awesome, and dude, it almost damn near ruined the shoot I was trying to do last night. Thank God I came up with this. I'm serious, dude. I was up at like 10:30 at night, and in the end, I was like, man, why won't this stay on here? And just so yeah, that's a super valid criticism there.
Always some 80s Joe's ass is a salt and pepper beard required because he qualified. Yes. Yeah, nice. Okay, yeah.
Mine has gotten quite a bit of pepper, or quite a bit of salt as of late.
Will says it was Lenny. Yeah, I wish it was Lenny, man. I love talking to that guy. Love that guy.
Operative D says he feels that video was very, very well done, fair, balanced for a critique video. I agree with him.
Yeah, for sure. It was like somebody like lost their shit on me. It was like, God, how dare you criticize them? Everything they do is perfect. I was like, all right, dude. Like,
it's always somebody. Big Red
sometimes
says
people can't tolerate you saying something bad.
Yeah.
I remember I went to the John Williams' 90th birthday concert at the Kennedy Center, and it fucking sucked. Oh my God, it's horrible. And I made a video ripping it apart. I got up and walked out like halfway through. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm done. Y'all aren't going to sit here and butcher this music anymore. And I posted a video on it, and people who I've never heard before were commenting like, well, I just don't know why you're being so negative. But I'm like, okay, look, if you charge $200 for a concert ticket, if you got Steven Spielberg there, and of course John Williams, and all these other people, and you play like fucking shit, you need to have a new one ripped. I'm sorry.
Right. We get a little quote of one of my favorite characters of all time, Patrick Swayze's Dalton from Roadhouse. Opinions vary. I agreed.
We missed a good shout for a weird idea, which is to me it's not weird. To me it's awesome. But GI Joe 66 Delta 17-3DD Joe's said Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando figure. I think that would be pretty dope.
Yeah, definitely. I'm up for a line of like 80s. I think I pitched actually one video about celebrities, which was mostly a troll.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly I made a video. I said like we should have celebrities. I was mostly bullshitting, and I put in like Diddy and Elon Musk and shit. I put in shit that just would piss people. It was one of my more dickish moments. But I put in the one that I really believe in was Dalton from Roadhouse, and you call him Roadhouse. His code name is Rollhouse, and he's a cooler. That'd be amazing.
That's nice. I always thought for an 80 movies, Marion Cobretti, which is Sylvester Stallone's character in Cobra, I think that would be dope.
He could hang out with Chuckles.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Well, that's like or Condor from Valaverse. Our brother Roblox made some pretty cool pictures recently. He uses a Chuckles, and I think it's Condor, right, from Valaverse.
Yeah,
I think
Condor, it's like his cover.
Yeah, really, really awesome shots. Yeah, actually, before we started, I was mentioning that I had gotten a care package. Roblox is the dude that actually sent it. Great guy.
Oh wait, here we go. Always use Dalton's be nice till it's time to not be nice. Is life. You're right, exactly, 100%.
Tango and Cash.
Oh,
what an idea!
Yeah, and those make more sense than Ninja Turtles.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is a good.
I mean, a lot of people that I saw were very interested in it, and I just feel like, man, what could have we have got instead? You know,
Right,
um,
right. Mike
I don't
Ray
know.
says, yeah, hey Mike, good to see you. It's good friend of the channel. Anyway, yeah, speaking of which, it's a good transition here into like the first thing we can talk about, which is some news. We'll talk about some news before we get into the
Oh,
deep
nice. There we
cuts,
go.
although we're kind of already doing deep cuts, which is fine. What do you think of this? Are you guys are you all aware of this? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Apparently, it's been leaked that they're doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles GI Joe crossover, and they got some weird choices in here too, man. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. What are your thoughts?
I feel like we all ate the same mushrooms.
I like it. I like it.
Getting too old for this. Is a little Lethal Weapon. Little lethal.
That's a good. Well, I mean, so here's when I was collecting Joe's toward the end, the only thing I bought besides Joe's was actually that first line of like Ninja Turtles. I had all four. I thought that they were awesome. I thought that movie was crazy. Do you remember that song Turtle Power? Yeah, it was like on the soundtrack. It's like it's set, and if you didn't know what he was saying, it would sound like a real hardcore rap song. It's crazy. And I remember as a kid thinking that was it was awesome. That was the TMNT. That was the very first movie I saw in the movies. So
wow.
yeah. And I actually really did enjoy the Turtles. With that said, I don't really have much interest in it. I mean, I think it's cool, that they're doing something different, right? But I just, like I said, what could have we got, instead of something like this? If put the kind of effort into the something more classified line, or even release some 3 3/4 or something, anything. I don't know. It just doesn't really do it for me. But I'm glad they're doing something different.
I've never understood any of this shit because I've been looking at it. They've been doing this for years with He-Man, like Smash with Thundercats. I've just like never understood any of it. So Brandon says I shall burn TMNT figures in effigy of this perversion. Yeah, yeah, it's sort of an abomination, really, isn't it? But I don't know. Like the only thing is, my initial reaction is this is absolute dog shit and it's so stupid. But I think I might buy. I would not buy all of them. Like nobody needs a dial tone / Michelangelo, right?
I couldn't believe that one. That was the shocker.
Not Michelangelo. That's Donatello. I feel like I should know this shit.
Yeah. Is he Roadblock? No, that's
Roadblock is Raphael.
Raphael.
He's a big dude, so he's like the strong. Raphael was always the strongest.
Is Michelangelo Shipwreck?
Michelangelo is Shipwreck.
And Leonardo is put on my old man glasses. There we go.
I think I might buy the Snake Eyes Leonardo just because I have a collection of Snake Eyes.
That would pique my interest a little.
Yeah, but I can't almost like it's a novelty, but I don't think I would buy the whole line.
No, it's
I got this. All right, this is a Snake Eyes. It's like I don't know if you're familiar with this. It's Furai or something. It's like a $300 figure, but they made like a knockoff that you can get on AliExpress.
Huh.
And let me see if I can full screen me for just
I was just gonna say. There we go.
Thing, right?
Ooh.
And he's got he's almost like a mech anime style Snake Eyes, tons of weapons. This is the cheapo version for $40.
I like it.
Very cool. He's got
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, he's got a bizarre backpack that flips open. He's got a mech sort of like sword arm thing going on. The original one's like $300. He falls apart all the time. If I paid $300 for this thing, I would like kill somebody. I would be so pissed. But maybe this is the knockoff, so maybe it's bad. But he's got kind of cool. He's got like a flip up knife. The original one has like cloth goods and all kinds of shit in it.
Right.
But the stripped down, it's pretty awesome. Badass. So I'm almost I like that. I like playing around with just having I have a Snake Eyes and a Destro collection. More than in addition to just like GI Joe shit, I'm also interested and just like random weirdo Snake Eyes. Like so I might get that one, but I just don't get this at all. This makes
I like it.
zero sense. I'm with you, Stanley, here. Zero interest. So they also have this, which is a dragonfly.
Oh, my brother Big Red said he's interested in the Michelangelo shipwreck, two of his favorite characters. So it's definitely, I think every little bit's catching somebody's eye.
Oh yeah, Michael Foley's into it. Shipwreck, anything with shipwreck, I imagine you're into.
Snake Eyes driving.
Here's the other thing is Destro, you're a few years younger than me, which means you must have been prime Turtles, right?
Yeah, so
What
I'm trying to think of what my actual age was. I think I was like 7 or 8, but it was definitely prime collecting when that first line came out. And so I actually, how I got those turtles? It's funny. I had a bunch of Cops. Remember Cops? I don't remember exactly which ones I had, but I had that guy they just came out with. I had him like Detective Bulletproof. I had the guy with the dog, and then I had one more, and I traded 3 of those for all 4 turtles complete. And I think it was it was supposed to be a limited time trade, meaning like my friend was going to have those, and then for a while I was going to have the turtles, and we were going to trade back eventually. But we both fell in love with the respective ones, and we agreed not to trade back.
Interesting, yeah. I mean, I think that I like the Turtles as like I like the comic book a lot. The cartoon's pretty good.
Okay.
But I was a little, being a little older. I'd say because that Turtles is really like 88 to like
that sounds
forever.
right.
Basically, it started in 88, I think, and then
Right,
it went forever. So I feel like if you're just a hair younger than me, they were like the biggest thing in the world when you were.
Dude, that movie was, I mean, if you look at how the animatronics and like the masks and like they're not even making anything that looks that good today. They're all using computers. That shit was crazy, bro. Seeing that in the movie, I will never forget. So I saw that, and then there was something else that was in the movies around that time. I don't know. I'm not gonna remember, but yeah, dude, it was huge, and I couldn't believe that my buddy wanted to get rid of his turtles, because it was like, yo, this is like the coolest thing that's out right now. That's not GI Joe by like a mile.
TMT, I think they're like 5 inches, so I feel a little small. What about you, Birdman? Were you a Turtles fan ever?
I was in the comic books. I bought the first run of action figures. I never had any vehicles. My mother thought they were satanic, so she forbid me to play with them.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Nice.
I don't know why. I grew up in the South. It was different, so it must have been satanic.
I got the Satan thing for playing Dungeons and Dragons. My friend, not my mom, but my friend's mom was like, she got together with my friend and she got together with my mom. She's like, we should have the kids over. We should talk about the fact that they're playing G.I. Joe they're playing Dungeons and Dragons because it's a doorway to Satanism. And my mother was like, can you fuck off, please?
It's Tom Hanks' fault for doing that movie.
What's that?
Yeah,
it's Tom Hanks' fault for doing that movie.
So that's fun. Oh yeah, okay. So this is the Dragonfly. I guess it doesn't have a figure, which is weird. Okay, so this is, somebody mentions,
right. That is weird.
Here we go. We got the Happy Plague Doctor. Where's the April O'Neil Scarlet mashup? So this is the Ram cycle, but it's got a Scarlet. Okay. It looks like a Scarlet / April O'Neil figure.
I might want that figure. That's kind of like combining 2 childhood crushes in one.
Right?
That's funny.
It's pretty hot.
Just another jerk says it's that Jim Henson magic for the TMNT. Is that who the studio that made that? Was that Jim Henson? Okay.
Jim Henson.
Wow.
God bless him. Yeah.
Nice.
Mike Ray brings up a point. We got for the Dragonfly here, we had the switch on the top. Yeah, to make it go, swing, flip around. They could have thrown that in my $300 Dragonfly up there. But they did not.
Or slap a battery in it.
Seth Manhammer says there was just jump down, of course. There was some church thing about some third world country worshiping turtles.
Yeah, the fetish collection. I will buy the fetish collection. You throw them in some. The fetish collection already exists anyway, but it's not
Shots
GI Joe.
shots fired from my brother Pop Cole Frenzy. He says that Awe Striker looks better than the classified one.
Oh yeah. We don't have an Awe. Well, if we had an Awe Striker. Come on, I don't think so. I don't know about this. This is ridiculous. Anyway, let's
no, I don't know. I can't get into the Dragonfly like that. I mean, it's if anybody likes it, that's great. I'm glad that they made it and that you'll enjoy it. But I just can't do it. I can't fucking do it.
No, it's stupid.
Okay, look. Hey,
also my money
for the future here. All of us are trash talking, saying, I might get one, I might get this one. One of us is going to end up with this entire collection, I guarantee you. And I think we all know who it is.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, there will come a point, I know you've probably seen that. Everybody's seen the meme before, like, you won't know I won the lottery, but there will be signs. And boy, yeah, there will this background will look a little different.
Oh shit! Okay, all right. So Pop Call Frenzy, I was not seeing that because that is an Awe Striker. Yes, that is the Awe Striker. I didn't really see that. I thought this was the box for the Ram with Scarlet.
Yeah, right.
So it's Scarlet with the Awe Striker. Also going to have a Ram, and yeah, it actually has the cannon, unlike the stupid Awe Striker that Hasbro made.
I hope I don't get crucified for it, but I really enjoy the Awe Striker, like how it is out of the box with the second seat and everything like that. Now, granted, I just must not, for whatever reason, have had an attachment to the original Awe Striker. Now, I see how everybody gets that kit that they put on the top from Gridiron, and it looks fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I don't know, but I kind of like it the other way.
Yeah, no, I have to say I like the Awe Striker's okay, but it kind of falls apart. It's like the roll bar falls off.
Oh,
kind of
dude, I think we went through this last time, brother. Did you shoot? I was gonna send you my dude Mosmine makes a fix for that. It's like very, very inexpensive. Dude, it takes 2 seconds. It's a clip on each side and it ties everything together, bro. It's money. Damn, I have it. It's on the other side. If we get a sec, I'll grab it. But yeah, dude, you can literally shake that thing. It's like it's muy bueno. It's really good. It's an instant fix.
So you have the fans hobby Awe Striker. I'm like looking at getting the swamp, the swamp hound or whatever it's called from Gridiron.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a Mad Max vehicle.
It's crazy looking with that big harpoon cannon on the top.
Yeah, looks so good. All right, well, let's look at other news. Okay, so news. Let's just discuss that certain people freaked out that we leaked information that was without vetting it, and even though I completely 100% said that it wasn't vetted and I didn't necessarily believe it, and half of it's coming true. Right.
As of today,
you told me, Destro told me this. We got Wild Bill coming as a probably a retro, which is something that we said.
Awesome.
And we also had this 3-pack.
The 3-pack.
Yeah. So these guys.
Awesome.
So there we go. A couple things already. I'm just gonna say, if it ends up all that shit is real, those of you who bitch, you're gonna have to eat some shit.
Yeah, for sure. Right. It's a win-win for us because you definitely said, hey, this could totally be bullshit or so it could be real. And no matter what it winds up being, we're like, that's what we said. That's what he said.
Exactly. What are your thoughts on Wild Bill's not very exciting if you have a Dragonfly, right?
I'll take Wild Bill.
You'll take it? Yeah.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, this is a perfect time to say this. One of the members of that little Twitter community was very nice enough. He's selling me a figureless Dragonfly for a very, very, very reasonable price. So I'm I already have a ripcord. So I just got to get me a Wild Bill, and that will be good enough for me at first. I'll worry about the other figures like somewhere down the road. But I saw I wasn't gonna get the Dragonfly, and then I saw it in person, and I was like, damn it, oh God, I got to get that. And now that was that. Same thing with the Rattler. I figured I was gonna maybe not get it at all or push that purchase maybe way down the line. And then the same thing. I was at a guy's house. He had two of them on his freaking dining room table, and it looked incredible.
Yeah, they are beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Really is.
You're gonna regret anything I don't get. I know I'm gonna regret it. I didn't get the Rattler yet, and I 100% regret it. But I will get one. I'm going to get one.
Nice.
It's like now it's like about $500 now. It's like I'm gonna pay $200.
I know.
I didn't get the Arctic Hiss, mostly because it's just too much shit going on, you know. But I think it's great if you don't have the room for a. I think this Wild Bill serves a purpose. If you don't have the room for a Dragonfly, you don't feel like getting one. You don't want to.
Our boy
Annie. Commercials are popping up in a live. Oh, that's my bad because I usually remember to turn off.
Right.
I usually remember to turn off the. Let me see if we can do it. I'm gonna as we talk here. So
our dude operative. Sorry, brother. Our dude Operative D giving a nice shout out here. He says, I'm sure Destro Designs will take awesome pics of these turtles. That'll make us all second guess purchasing them or not.
Yeah.
Hey, that means I'm doing my so far. I do believe that when I take particular pictures of stuff for guys that are getting rid of some stuff, that it actually helps. At least that's what I've been told.
So Big Redhead, thanks for pointing that out. I actually just turned it off because I almost every time I've remembered since like the first two time, because it's pretty annoying if you're watching a live stream and all of a sudden this commercial will be 30 seconds. So it also it's not like you're making shit tons of money. It's not really worth it to me to be annoying to you.
Agreed.
If I'm making a regular video, I'll be annoying as fuck because
we can have an awesome live stream or a shit live stream for $13.
Yeah. Exactly. It's not worth it. I just turned it off. So hopefully I won't see any more commercials. We'll see how quick it YouTube responds to that. But all right. So let's get into the main topic, I guess. Yeah. So that's the news. Have you even heard any news? There's any news that I haven't touched on here? Or?
I got me the compendiums. That's news. That's awesome. I have been trying to find the best way to have now so many people. Shout out to everybody that did one thing or the other to try to put the comics in front of my face. Like I got hard drives full of stuff. Thank you all for doing that. What I needed was something literally on my bedstand so I could pick it up as I'm sitting down. And so I got the first two. They were on sale from Amazon. I think I got them freaking delivered for like 66 or $65 or something. So it was definitely a good deal. And as soon as I saw it, I was going to probably buy them eventually. But when I just saw the sale, I was like, oh, wait, why didn't I get these before? They're really not that expensive given what they are. It's everything, you want to start with right there. So, yeah, no, that's pretty dope. 100%. Nice. Very happy about that.
We got Gen X Experience, who has a great YouTube channel, by the way. Highly recommend you check it out. He does nostalgia from the 90s and 80s. Some of it revolves around toys. Some of it revolves on just like the time period. It's very fun. And we're going to have him on the show soon. So anyway, thank God for Retro Bill. So you're a fan of the retro? Yeah, because you don't want to pay $300 necessarily to get Retro Bill and have some giant thing sitting there. I'm running out of space, so I don't know what I'm going to do in the next couple of years with
bigger house
shit that they're going to do.
Big Red says that's what you call light reading, talking about the compendiums. Yeah, right. It is. For how big they are surprisingly light as hell. It's that comic book paper, so it's really not. It's however heavy you think it is, it's literally half of that. So, Roadblock,
friend of the channel. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. So, have you read them before? Is this going to be like new to you?
Well, so I had sporadic comics when I was a kid. For whatever reason, the one comic place that was by my house almost never had G.I. Joe, and certainly not like in a reoccurring like monthly or however often they came out. So whenever I had a chance, I would pick a couple up. Now that being said, it wasn't like I was salivating for the comics. I preferred the cartoon, but at the same time, I very much liked it. Nice. Nice. And then recently, like I said, I've had so many people be like, dude, you have to get into this, you have to get into that. And I believe them. I believe like they're like what I was like, yep, they're probably right. I have to. So I mean, I have probably, I don't know, 12 of the first like 30 of them just from when I was a kid. Some of them I got later on. So I have like some of the early ones, and I have definitely looked at them recently, but I wanted to sit down and go through it so I could get like the story of it, right? Because like when I talk to people, and even like I feel like it's going to even help me take better pictures and like the fan and the head canon that I have. I think I'll have more of the story that's relatable to other people, right? Because there's so many people who get their GI Joe lore. It's their own lore, but it's all viewed through the filter of those first 100 comics or whatever. And so I felt like I really had to get that done. And my brother Conrad Hauser, who's tried so hard to get me in so much stuff, he's an encyclopedic knowledge of the comics, and he was like, he sent me a reissue of the very first issue of GI Joe. He's like, you got to start, and he was right. I read that, and I was like, oh my god! Even for this a first issue from way back when. This is very interesting. I love this. I got to get into it. So, yep. And then, it wasn't that long after the compendium was on Amazon and purchase.
I would say like the GI Joe comic. If you haven't read any GI Joe comic books and you're like, I don't know about comic books, whatever. The one that you just need to pick up is the dogfight issue between Ace and Wild Weasel. It's a single story. Every panel's a masterpiece. And when you put it down, you're going to go get your Rattler and your Sky Striker, and you're going outside and you're reliving that comic book.
So there is a few that I have on my hit list. Now, one of my daughter's best friend's father that I now kind of know and am friends with, one day casually dropped on me that he has all of the amazing first issues of these comic books. Like, this dude has known I've been doing this all year. And then recently he was like, oh, by the way, look at what I have. And it's all first issue of all the best ones. So I recently looked at all those, and I'd like to have he's got the silent issue. He's got the first issue of Zartan, all that. So yeah, no, that one right there. I know I am familiar with the one you're talking about, brother. And you're right. Every panel is a masterpiece. You are not lying there. And I do want to have some like that are standalone, so I can have them in a thing to, just as a collector's piece, because they are awesome.
Just another joke says, the 2 issues. One of them had Dusty carrying his buddy home. Yeah, sneak peek. It's actually sneak peek. Sneak peek buys it, and then what's funny is later on, sneak peek just randomly comes back and he's alive. And it's really just because Larry Hama forgot that he killed him. And
right.
He's just like, but then he has to he pretends.
That's so funny.
He pretends to retcon it. And then he's like, no, he was faking. But he's like, Dusty carried his dead body for 20 miles.
That's
hilarious. I don't know why I could carry sneak peek that far. I'd be like,
especially not if he's got that giant periscope.
Yeah, he's got a little doughy too. He's a little doughy of a guy. He always
got that doughy face.
He's got the middle more like mine than every other GI Joe character.
He's got all that baby fat.
All right, no problem, my friend. Yeah, check out Gen X Experience, because Gen Experience, I should say. Gen X. I want to say that, but it's Gen Experience. Okay. So all right, so let's get into it. So we're going to talk about this is the purpose why we're here is to talk about some weird ideas, and we all have called up a few, but really I'm hoping you guys in the chat, if you've got some weird ideas, throw them out there. And this is could be anything. Could be celebrities that we could, because there's a history of celebrities in GI Joe. Could be really random takes, really rare, or super deep cuts. For instance, I'm gonna throw one out for our friend Anchor Viper, who could not be here tonight, and this would be Layla. Okay, does anybody know what Layla is? Layla, anybody in the chat? Layla? Layla is in the episode, I think it's I think it's in the episode where they go to the alternate reality. It's like before they go to alternate
Yeah.
reality.
The Worlds Without End.
Worlds Without End. Yes, thank you. I'm blanking on the name. Worlds Without End, and there's a woman Viper, but she is like wearing the highest cut camel toe bearing pants.
Yes. So speaking of which, there was, I don't know if you saw it, Mark. We were all talking about it. There was a picture of the Baroness and Scarlet fighting, and somebody pointed out that in the picture Scarlet had a camel toe, and dude, it was the most biggest prominent. It's like, what are you doing with that? You're clearly drawing that. Like, there's no mistake. It's not a fold of the clothing. You drew her with a hoof.
So Layla she's got those like super high, like I know Street Fighter Cammy from Street Fighter. It's kind of like you got like Cammy from Street Fighter gear on.
Oh, nice. Well, that's pretty awesome.
And our friend Anchor Viper does have a real doll, life size version of Layla in her room for whatever reason. I don't know. Anchor Viper, you tell me. Okay.
We'll let her answer that.
Yeah. So that's my first one I'm throwing out there is for Anchor Viper. We're throwing out Layla.
Nice. I do know what you're talking about. I'm having a hard time. Yeah, I can remember the episode. I'm having a hard time picturing it in my head, but I do know exactly what you're talking about. That's good call. Good call. That'd be interesting to see.
Let's see, Cobra. I'm not sure if I can find a picture of her really quickly. No, not
Big red.
But yeah, there's like, oh yes. Oh wait, here we go. Wait, I think I found it. All right,
nice.
So I'm gonna give you on histank.com. I did find it, and it's just this one image here. I'm going to share my screen here. This is the image of Layla here. Wait, how do I share? Share screen. Wow.
Seth Manhammer says Bongo the Balloon Bear.
There we go. Look at that. That is quite the outfit.
Cheeked up. Cheeked up.
Yeah. So I don't know about that as an action figure. What do you think? Bongo the Balloon Bear. Yeah, absolutely. So this is of course from the cartoon, the comic book. You must be you're a fan. Are you a fan, Birdman?
Kind of. It's wouldn't be at my top of my list, but
yeah. You're gonna get the van. You're gonna get the van from Ramen Toys. You know, they have a van that you can get in all different kinds of colors. They got to get us a Bongo the Balloon Bear van.
Right.
Oh, we got the Viper from the Viper is Coming episode. That is a peg warmer if I ever heard one, right?
Yes, definitely. Just another jerk says Monstro Viper. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. I don't particularly know that I want a Monstro Viper, but, maybe if they can redo it in a way where it, like, almost makes sense. Like, I like my G.I. Joe semi-realistic, not realistic. Because Cobra Law is over the top, but I feel like Cobra Law does a certain cool thing. I don't know. What about you, Birdman? You like your G.I. Joe?
I'm like, I just Googled it. I'm like, when the hell did this thing come out? 1993.
Yeah, Monster Viper's late in the line. It's when they were losing their shit, putting plate
totally losing their shit.
Yeah, they were out of ideas.
So whenever somebody mentions anything like that, that's got like an animal element to it, I immediately think in my head about the scorpion and the polar bear and all of the good aspects of that. So I start going, well, I'm sure if they really put their mind to it, it would be okay. And it's not, right? We don't really want to see something like that.
We don't want the fatal fluffy either. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Monster Vipers were vipers crossed with rabid werewolves, giant Bigfoot creatures, and the most gruesome grizzly bears Dr. Mindbender could find.
Never mind. Now I want it.
The 4-year-old process made them 1/4 and 1/4. Does that math even work? Monster and the most brutal battle beast to ever stalk. Dude, like, who's drinking what? I don't.
A 4-year-old wrote that. That's like if you ever play with a 4-year-old and they're like, it's a Monster Viper. It is a rabid werewolf and a grizzly bear and it's not super strong. Like
They
that's
have storm
basically who wrote that
resistant
shit.
Bigfoot feet. That's great.
But you know the other thing about the monster viper, he has gut bombs. So he
Nice.
he has an explosive gut. So he puts something in his gut and just blows up.
Dude, this was like a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Late era
dude.
G.I. Joe, man. Late era G.I. Joe.
They were all,
Dude,
yeah, right when they got cocaine crazy, man. That shit was off the hook.
I almost want to go to eBay and buy one of these. Just I don't know. I'm like, what? Like, what the hell?
But Justin says here the synergy between I don't have a monster viper. That's when I dipped out. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I bought some things. I have like 2 or 3 things from the era. I have that giant robot, that mech robot. It's pretty awesome. The one that like goes in outer space. That thing kind of rules. But I couldn't do a monster viper. To me, they just look like TMNT toys. They just didn't look like G. Yeah. So classified Mara and Raven. I think that's has to happen. They have to do Mara.
Yeah, definitely.
They
Definitely.
can't, like they will. I think they will someday. I don't know when. I wish they would do it soon. Because honestly, I would be all about that shit. Just another says he's 40% but are you 40% rabid werewolf?
Yes, right.
That
And
is-
what is the other 60% Viper?
Yeah.
My boy Evil Dookie in the house. If you all want to see something cool, go over to his YouTube channel. He builds big dials like the same, like big ones like I do. He's got all kinds of cool shit going on. If you want to see somebody really customizing and messing with some cool stuff in G.I. Joe classifieds, he's fucking around big time. It's good stuff.
Nice. Oh, Steve Martin. Nice. Are you these?
There are no carded Monstro Vipers on eBay.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Oh, Evil
Carded,
Dookie,
what
I'm
are you doing,
going
carded?
2 weeks too.
Triple packs. Yeah, the blind, hard, and soft masters. That would be a good triple pack.
That would be good.
Definitely,
That would be good.
We got one Roddy Piper. That would be a great. Where did I see that?
Oh, Iron Grenadier, Rowdy Piper,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah, that would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Seth. Yeah, really cool. And
Since
they did
we're
that already, so there's a reason to do it. If we just, I think
right. There's a path. Something that I thought of while we're sitting here was imagine the Hannibal Lecter on a handcart. He's got the orange uniform with the mask, and then you can get like an alternate set where it would be the jail cell diorama with the glass, and then you'd have him in the other uniform just standing there or whatever. I don't know, dude. I would consider fucking buying that. He's an all-time villain. We were talking about this the other day, like the Mount Rushmore of villains, and because we were talking about Cobra Commander, and I always rag on Cobra Commander being a coward because I'm Destro, right? So it's like, him and his frequent displays of cowardice. But Anchor Viper always sticks up for him, her being a loyal Cobra Commander guy.
Right.
And so we kind of go back and forth. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun.
She has no choice. She's it's like
She has to
hanging out with Putin. You gotta say nice things about Putin.
Right.
All right. So let's see what let's see. Let's throw another idea. You got an idea for us? A weird idea for us, Birdman?
Steven Seagal action figure.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, okay.
100%.
He's a giant douche, but that would be interesting looking.
He is a giant douche.
So I'm trying to think of there's a podcast that did like a full, it was like 3 or 4 parts, and each part was like an hour and a half about that dude's life, and it's all real because they never. And dude, you wouldn't imagine being able to sit through all that, but after the first thing, you're like, wow, what? This is just the beginning. There's like 3 more hours of this shit. I can't think of the name of it. It's a pretty popular podcast too. It's like Dollop. The Dollop, I think, is what it is. Yeah, dude, that they keep calling him Steven Seagal because his name is basically spelled Seagal, and it's worth a listen if you're ever trying to kill some time.
Nice, yeah. I think there's another one called Space Ice. Does anybody listen to Space Ice? He's like makes fun of movies.
Oh,
no,
dude,
I've heard it somewhere though. That definitely sounds familiar.
Hey, man. He's got a hard on for Steven Seagal.
All he does, most of his life is based on making fun of Steven Seagal.
Listen, when you were a kid, Marked for Death was fucking crazy awesome.
I never liked his movies that much because you knew he was gonna win. It was just like there was, you obviously know all of them are gonna win, But there was like no chance anybody was gonna get a hit on him ever in any of his movies. It was just he would just come in and just tear apart everybody. Okay.
All right, guys. I hate both of y'all.
What's that?
I am now the proud owner of a monster viper.
I don't even own a monster viper, dude.
Nice. Nice. Oh, dude,
I can't resist it. You know what? I probably will be the person that ends up with these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossovers now.
Right. That's fun.
Oh my god. Okay, Chuck Norris, Invasion USA classified. Yeah, there we go.
That would be cool. Dip Dog says, I bet classified team could actually do a sick update of the Sea Slug and the Cobra Sea Ray. I agree. I can't picture what a slug. What's the slug? That's not the driver.
It's like a little, like the Cobra version of the shark, kind of.
Yeah, it had like two, like broke apart and that shit. It was pretty good. Oh, the Tiger King versus Car. I did pitch in my celebrities video troll that we have a Tiger King dreadnought because he pretty much dresses exactly like Nugguide, right?
That's very interesting. So if you want, I can name off one of my weird things that kind of ties into the dreadnoughts. So pretty much like I always had this weird idea. Have you ever seen the episode where I'm sure you have. I'm sorry. Where the episode where they kidnap certain members of the G.I. Joe's family and they put like the mind control.
Yeah.
And I think I'm pretty sure at the end of the episode they get into it where they're like, they didn't get Gung Ho's family, right? And if you remember, like Gung Ho's family is so swamp crazy that even Cobra was like, "Get the fuck, we're out of here, bro. Just turn around, let's get the hell out of here." So, and I always loved that. I felt like there was a whole world that's going on there, right, to complete it. So I always had this idea that like Gung Ho's family is actually related to like the Dreadnought somehow. Like, whether they're maybe ex-members of the Dreadnoughts or something like that, because I know that Dreadnoughts are made up of individual like characters. They're not family per se, but yeah, I just always had it like I wanted to get like a 3-pack of like Gung Ho's 2 cousins and a brother or something, it just happened to be like basically Dreadnought-ish, right? But just the storyline would be Gung Ho's crazy fucking family.
Oh, here's a weird idea. Okay, Dreadnought gas station, the Dreadnought gas station, but have it be like a masked type.
A mask crossover.
Yeah, where like flip open guns and shit, and like that'd be bad.
Dude, I can't stress to you enough how completely thrown for a loop I was when I don't remember where that bit of information is, but it definitely says something. The Dreadnoughts are a group whose command center is in the Pine Barren, New Jersey, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're not from New Orleans? What? Holy hell! So yeah, that still jarring to me. As I'm saying that out loud, I can feel it in my chest.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of G.I. Joe, the comic book is almost all based in New York and New Jersey because I think Larry Hama lives in New York. So when he writes, like the pit is in Staten Island, and then he's got right. Somewhat nearby. I don't know if that's nearby, not really, but then they start off in Australia, and then they go and then they also have a place in the Everglades, I think. And then they have their gas, their whatever. But it does have like pseudo mask shit because it's like it is a hidden place, so you could have weapons in it. I'd be all about that. That would be really fun.
Nice, yeah, hell yeah, yeah. I just always thought that was a weird. You could make a whole weird connection with Gung Ho's family, like a couple good cousins and a brother, having some weird ass weapons or whatever, and then just make the storyline that they're somehow ex-Dreadnoughts or something.
We got vote for Hector Ramirez. I think we can see that one coming someday.
A Hector Ramirez sneak peek 2-pack.
So
the most boring action figures of all time.
My brother Jay Antonio has been talking about getting a Hector Ramirez in the line. He wanted to do like a Hector Ramirez and a cameraman 2-pack, right?
Oh
yeah, that's got a shoulder mount. Hell yeah, how awesome would that be? We need that. Matter of fact, I would go as far as saying
female that he sexually harasses. I think this is a good one. Chow Yun Fat from Hard Boiled. Yeah, I love that movie. Great movie.
Okay. Hard Boiled, is that the name of the movie?
Yeah, it's like a John Woo movie, Hong Kong action movie. It's insane. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Denny Carter says, "Is there a swamp in the Pine Barrens?" I don't know. Actually, I don't think so. Denny Carter 5299. You're not the same Denny Carter that does fantasy football stuff, are you? By any chance? That would be a crazy coincidence.
X Lieber says, my 41st birthday is Sunday. All you want is for Destro to go easy on my favorite underrated show, Effects. Effects is, I'm not going easy on Effects, man. Effects has the most diarrhea. I'm in the middle of shitting my pants face of any G.I. Joe figure of all time.
Right.
Let's see if I can find a picture of him.
Is that the one you posted the other day? What was the one?
I posted a guy that definitely looks like a child molester.
Oh my god. He does. You know what he also very much looked like? And now I'm not saying he doesn't look like the child molester, but he also very much looks like a janitor. Like he looks like a dude that's got a key ring this fucking big with like 60 keys on it for sure.
Let's see. Can I get all right? Let's see if I can get this. Here's Effects. He just has a poop face, man. He looks like
It's something else.
Hurting. Let me see if I can share that. Okay, share this again. Yeah, this is Effects. Look at that face. Explosives expert. He's explosive diarrhea expert. Yeah.
He wears a suit to contain it.
Is that Street Shark?
No, this is the coming soon, the Manimals. It was gonna be a thing, but it never came out. So there you go. Thankfully, it never came out.
I feel like the last 2 years of G.I. Joe, I don't know why did I not look at any of that? I don't remember any of that stuff.
You blocked it from your memory on purpose. You did because it was dog shit.
Somebody else jumping in, Justin MK is saying, echoing kind of the sentiment that you said earlier, Mark, about just having a whole line of 80s action heroes. He's talking about a John McClane. How cool would if you had a John McClane, you can have him like how he looks dressed getting off the plane. You could also put him in a shirt. I would make a Dio that would definitely have the one guy strapped to the chair that says, "Now I have a machine gun, ho, ho, ho." I would 100% do that.
Because you think about it, like this John McClane, the thing happens, he becomes famous. They would recruit him. That makes sense to me. They recruit him.
100%.
Same era, night.
100%.
Whatever. Oh, Mike Red, come on, the Dino Hunters. You're not bringing up the Dino Hunters.
I would like to see classified Dino Hunters. I would buy that.
You would buy the Dino Hunters?
It has to be a set. I'm sure it would cost a lot of money, but yeah.
Ooh, this one's a good one. Steven Johansson 3827. Machete as a G.I. Joe and Dreadnought like Headman agent. That's pretty cool. So he could be like an enforcer for Headman or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, Machete would make a great.
Okay, I'm in.
PSA kids holding live pork chop sandwiches. There you
go. Yeah. Oh my god.
All right, let me throw out my weird idea for you.
What you got?
Cobra Law Bat. This is not my idea. Somebody else.
Ooh.
A Cobra Law Bat, like a biomechanical bat.
Oh, you have my attention.
This brings up the other one. This got brought up probably more than anything. Was like one of the things that I put this out was a Dreadnought bat, and that would be so awesome because you can imagine like Torch or Ripper or something, or Buzzer grabs a bat and just starts. Actually, Monkey Wrench would be the one I would say would probably do it. And just starts messing around with it, dresses it in like jeans and chains, puts a Dreadnought logo on it, and you got like a Dreadnought bat. That thing would be awesome. That thing I would buy a ton of that shit.
Sounds right. I like the idea. I think you can use a bat is one of those ones that you can make any kind of a variant and it's going to look good in some way. Right. But yeah. I think having it tie into something like that is a super good idea. to go along with, especially if we're gonna, if they're gonna give us some Cobra Law, let's not make it, 2 figures, 3 figures. Give us some of this stuff too. Like a bat, or all of a sudden it's a biomechanical televiper. Like when he's got some kind of an animal on his face instead of goggles. Like who the hell knows? But yeah, that'd be nifty.
Oh, there we go. John McClane squares up with the Crimson Twins. That would be fun. Yeah, I watched that. What about Cobra Law Hiss? Yeah, that's a weird idea. There you go.
I mean, that is a weird idea, but it's good. That works. I think I dig it.
Make the
the Hiss tank was repurposed as, was it the secto septic tank or
tank? Yeah.
You could repaint that and make it look like a Cobra Law Hiss, I think.
I bet you we're getting a septic tank in the next 2 years. We get a septic tank because they have the mold. They're obviously not opposed to using it, so as soon as we need cesspool first. But
I mean, it's one of those things, like if the Arctic Hiss goes well, which, I mean, I don't know, I'm guessing it probably did. Everybody I know, I mean, I have people out here talking about they got like 4.
Yeah, it did well. I'm sure it did well. Definitely. I didn't buy one, but I'm sure it did. All right. Well, let's see. We got a couple of votes here for Old Snake, which is Cobra Commander's. After Cobra ends, right? Cobra Commander becomes like a agent walking around the world for hire, and he shows up in a Transformers episode for Only Human. And,
right.
It's pretty. It's interesting. That I definitely think we could see that someday. I think
that does sound interesting for sure. Big Red says Overkill would be a good classified figure. I agree.
Oh yeah, Overkill. Yeah. Oh, I think we'll get Overkill. Which version though? There's like 7 versions of Overkill, so it's like the original is like a real robot, and the others are more hybrid, like cyborg type.
Well, I was just gonna say that original Overkill is almost kind of what we're looking for in a Cobra Law bat, right? In a way, where, you got real, flesh parts on the inside or whatever, however the hell it was split up. But yeah.
Oh, hey, weird ideas here. Bat Factory. That would be nice.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, there's a couple different people who are making some pretty cool shit. There's a guy who makes, it's like a shipping crate. It's like this big. And there's room for the figure to go in there, and then on the side there's room for like his backpack and his attachments. And it's like a brown crate, the whole 9. It's pretty cool. I mean, I think he was at first only selling the STL file, and then I don't know. I remember I kept going back to look to see if I could buy one because it looked really awesome. But there's a couple other people who have different kinds of stuff that you can mess around with the bat. It's really dope.
Oh, here's a good call. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Jack Burton for Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yes,
good. Such a good.
What a great movie! What a great movie. Well, the Raiden origin story.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's right, yeah. Thank you. Let's see. So why was there the proper GI? There is going to be a GI Joe cartoon Transformers crossover cartoon coming soon. Oh, here we go. Here's a great call. Fumbles. Oh, we got a few people saying Fumbles here. Bobby Wold. Fumbles would be amazing, right? Fumbles is from the Robot Chicken. Trouser Snake / Fumbles.
Oh yeah. Huh. Darklon before his mask got melted onto his face.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
Brandon 8269. Very interesting.
Oh, this is a good one here. History of the Destro clan. So they did do that, and you did get in the era of Rise of Cobra. They had a figure where you could get like old, Destro's great grandfather, great grandfather, and that was kind of cool. Well, in that movie's dog shit. They had some good figures.
Operative D kind of has one of mine here. I'll read it out. Is I wanted the pit playset from Skeletons in the Closet, where they have the Destro clan has the monster at the bottom.
Yeah.
Come with like a 3-pack of dudes in robes, and then a Destro, maybe even a Lady J getting lower down in there or something like that. I also thought too on the same.
I didn't see that one. Yeah, you got to have Lady J in the 90.
Yeah, 100%. That's what will drop Sarah on that one. Like everybody will want it anyway, but that'll just make sure it sells out no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah, tied into that kind of like, I felt like when I was thinking of that last one, I was like, the Destro family has got to be something cool besides Darklon. So imagine if like they had a whole unit of like Iron Grenadiers that could take their helmets off, and they were like Destro's, highest command because they're family. They're like his cousins or something. You know what I mean? Something like that. I think that would be really awesome. But just make it weird. Give us a bunch of crazy different cousins. Like Darklon, we know is a nut, but imagine like a whole bunch of other guys who had shit melted to their face or God knows where else.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I would really be in for expanding the Destro family into I think that could be a really good idea. Like actually when I got the head from the I got that extra head that came with Darklon, I bought an Iron Grenadier and I made him like Destro's uncle. Like he's
Nice.
like that's
Okay.
like he's like, and he's evil. Like Destro hates him. And they like he's like they're fighting for power. And I think that you could do like there could be a whole line of like Destro cousins and shit. That would be all. I'd be so into that shit. By the way, if you're gonna do Lady J in that pit, you got to do what they did with this character. Does anybody know about the gold fight for glory gold Hilder
No.
figure that is coming out now? Does anybody know about this?
No. What is it?
So this is her. I'll show you this is her. I'll show you the figure. It looks amazing. It's a great figure. But does anybody know about this? This is her. Okay, do you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, have you seen this? She's showing up a lot in people's feeds.
Yes.
And the reason why she's showing up on the feeds because you can take that bra right off. and
Oh man.
And she comes with nipples.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they just whatever.
I mean, holy moly.
Right. You got to do that with that. Anyway.
I mean, so I've seen that pop up in a ton of guys, who are just not necessarily just classified. They buy or G.I. Joe. They get other figures. I've seen her in a lot of people's top 10 of the year too.
Yeah, she actually looks like a great figure. I'm like mostly G.I. Joe. I dip into a couple things. I buy some He-Man stuff. I really want to get into. I really like. I'm a big Conan fan.
Okay.
But I heard the Conan figure sucks. So the Frazetta girls. Conan, is anybody a Conan fan here in the chat? I'm a big.
Are you reading the new comic books that are coming out?
No, I'm actually reading the original books though.
Okay.
So, how are the comic books?
So I just had on my.
Oh damn!
Sorry, I last week on my show I had this guy Evan, my brother. He was actually talking about, if I remember correctly, that he was reading the new Conan and that he was enjoying it.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
The Conan figure they came as a Frazetta Girls, the company, looks amazing. It looks incredible, but I heard it's just maybe quality issues or something. I heard it wasn't great, but
what a bummer.
Yeah, but I'm a big fan, so I might buy it anyway. Nice. All right. Well, okay. So so this Bobby, I did pitch actually a pimp mommy Baroness, a pimp, pimped out Baroness figure. That
nice.
Right? Gold, flaming money, pimp coat. That makes so much sense because they like Destro and the Baroness is kind of embarrassing. They're that couple that likes to dress the same. You know what I mean?
Right. And then act like that wasn't planned, but it's just like, we came out of the bathroom and he was wearing all black too.
Which is like, it just like goes into that narrative. They're like the horniest people like on the planet.
Right.
They're just like the most fetishy.
Yeah, it's on the back. She's in a skin tight leather suit. His clothes I wouldn't call relaxed fit by any means either. So yeah. They're both into it.
All right. Well, what else we got here? Okay, so let's throw out another idea. Okay, I'll throw out one more idea. Okay, this is just an absolutely has to happen, and I'm just like I can't deal with the fact that it hasn't happened. Is motorcycles for the dreadnoughts. The thing is, I
Okay.
don't know if Hasbro realizes if they made a motorcycle for the dreadnoughts, they somehow made it modifiable so you could have like variations of it, whether it's got parts that you could interchange, almost like a pack. If it comes with a figure, maybe it would have to be like a troop builder, but you could have like almost like a dreadnought troop builder who's got like maybe two different head sculpts, black and white, got like the rest of his body covered in, chains and leather and shit, and then maybe a variety of head sculpts. And then you just maybe not even do that. Just throw in a motorcycle and have it have like different parts so you can customize it, maybe different stickers, maybe a whole row of stickers so you could have one for every dreadnought.
Yeah.
Every single collector would buy 10. And I don't know that why
You have
they
to.
haven't figured this out. I also haven't figured out why Gridiron hasn't come out with a motorcycle. Because if they're gonna if Hasbro's gonna sleep on this shit, Gridiron could be pumping out motorcycles and we'd all be buying them. They'd be really expensive. But
I'll have to ask. I do work with those two guys, Chris from Sister Arsenal and Matt from Mo's Mine, and I'll ask them both now. That's more Mo's Mine thing, but I'll ask him if there's some kind of. You know what? I feel like we talked about this before, and then I asked Matt why he hasn't made a motorcycle, and I thought there was a reason. If you happen to be watching, Matt, did we talk about that, or am I fucking making that up?
the other thing, that bring up. You should put in like chocolate donuts, grape soda,
Yes,
packs.
yes, please.
This is a good one. Anton, No Country for Old Men. Yeah, he's got a dreadnought weapon, right? That's a
Oh
dreadnought
man,
weapon.
yeah, give him the cattle blaster.
Yeah.
See,
That's
okay,
awesome.
look. Here's the thing: Marvel Legends, which is Hasbro, right?
Yeah.
They've got a Ghost Rider motorcycle, a Punisher motorcycle,
Yeah.
a couple Captain America motorcycles. I mean, this isn't very hard to just Wolverine. Just take these, repaint them,
Yeah.
put them in a different box. You got the mold,
Right.
And all the people are telling you, we'll buy it, slop it together, we'll buy it, slop it together. Help us out.
Or you could just buy these Marvel Legends and just customize them. But
I've seen somebody.
You're gonna buy like a bunch of figures you don't want.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's why Mark's idea I thought was really. I mean, because if you made it like you were saying, just boom. Here's like this two pack size thing. You have a figure that you can easily swap a couple heads, maybe a vest or something, and then like you were saying, you can come up with a bunch of different stickers, and with the combination of the different figures and different bikes, you can wind up with 8-9 guys or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Think about it, I don't even know if I want the guys because I really want a motorcycle for Buzzer, and I'm going to need another motorcycle for the guy.
Right.
But it could work. That could work. I'd say, yeah. See, like I'd buy as many as I have dreadnoughts, right? This is a good idea. Stanley modular system, 3-pack, 3 frames, 25 modular parts.
Yep.
Absolutely. I would buy tons of that.
Throw in some gas cans.
Oh yeah, gas cans. Throwing some grape soda, maybe some weird dreadnought weapons, maybe like Molotov cocktails or something.
$100 for a 3-pack.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I would just buy one with a bunch of shit on it, and I would buy like 20 of them.
Right.
Oh, so somebody mentioned there is actually a 6 nearly identical dreadnoughts. Yeah, there's a family of dreadnoughts, Cletus and like shit. They are a family of dreadnoughts, and they're all identical cousins or brothers and shit. So I don't know why are they not doing this shit? Oh, sidecar. Yeah, should they come with maybe sidecars?
Definitely.
Pull the sidecar on and off, but it would be awesome. You know what would be? You could even just do stickers, a big giant sticker sheet with hundreds of stickers, a sticker for every dreadnought. Be fucking amazing. We buy so much of this shit.
It really would. I mean, dude,
we expect to check from Hasbro by Friday.
Yeah. Anybody know anybody Hasbro, by the way? Can we get them to listen to this shit? Because I'm trying.
My man says Quarrel needs a crotch rocket too, a good European type racing motorcycle. That sounds pretty
Yeah.
good. She's a kind of an underrated man. I have so many
Yeah.
figures that I want to like I'll see them but I haven't put them in a shoot or anything like that. But then I'll be like moving some stuff around and I'll be like, oh man, look at how awesome that figure is. And then I spend 10 minutes just looking at this one figure that there's just so many good ones in the line. It's crazy when you kind of look down the list.
Yeah, I gave Quarrel my Night Force Shockwave, the bike he came with. It's like
Perfect.
a Night Force Ram. It's perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
How awesome of a set is that Shockwave Night Force?
Oh, it's a great set. Yeah.
So much cool shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Harleys with chopper handlebars, the Dreadnoks emblem on the gas tank. Yeah, all right.
I feel like that's not asking for much.
Come with
really not
wearing World War II or aviator scarf and goggles. I love that.
Okay, you got me on that.
Yeah,
that is. I am. I'm
on it.
That.
All right, let's see. All right, you got any more ideas for us? Let's see, Birdman. You got another idea you want to throw out at us?
I was going like you said weird, so I was just like I was going weird.
Weird. That's the idea.
I remember as a child, I had something called a big wheel.
Oh yeah.
What about a big wheel? An adult size G.I. Joe big wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had that in the original G.I. Joe line. They had this it basically looked like a big wheel. It was like, remember they have like a 3-wheel bike that you carry on your back.
I had
that. Absolutely fucking ridiculous driving on.
Yep.
Did it wind up?
Yes, I think it wind up.
Yeah. I remember those the little motorized action pack things.
I had that one, and then they came out with. So there was the first set. I think it was 3 like vehicles. With one of them was what you were talking about, and then like later in that year, or the next year, they came out with another set. They weren't vehicles, but they were like little weapon systems that would like drag the guy across the ground or some shit. Yeah. I had one of those too, and it actually was semi cool. It had two like Gatling guns in the front, and if you held the figure onto it, it had like these little wheels that like pulled it across the ground real quick. It was sort of cool, not awful.
I like those. The vehicle ones are dumb, but there was the one was cool. It was like a mountain climber, and it had like a hawk, and then you would hit the button and it would like crawl up. That was awesome. I love that.
That was cool.
The drill was good.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Road Pig had one that was an axe, and the axe just had a giant axe that would just go boom, boom, boom. That was cool.
Oh yeah, nice. My brother Evan Cantrell in the house. Thanks for joining us, my dude.
We need a Detective Stabler to go with the police officer. Wait, who's Detective Stabler?
SVU.
Oh, okay, yeah.
SVU. Yeah. Well, you get a 2-pack. You have whoever Marissa Hargitay's character was, and then the Chris Maloney character, because they were the 2 main characters forever. I would buy a 2-pack of that. If you're looking for a good like detective for fodder, you can find it on Amazon, or if you have a Ross or Ollie's, which is where I just recently got mine, and it's like I'll butcher the name probably. It's like Detective John Woo or Jimmy Woo, I think is who it is, from the WandaVision.
Okay, yeah.
That guy, yeah. So I saw it. It's actually like I don't think I have it to grab. It's over there somewhere. But yeah, it was only like $10. I think it's on sale everywhere. Good figure.
Nice. We'll get a couple people showing up late. Hello. All right. What about you, Destro? You got another idea?
I do. I got two that I'm actually pretty happy with, considering I made them up like right before, today. So one is all right. We know who Mara is. Remember Mara?
Yeah.
All right. So when she could like kind of breathe underwater, and I had this idea that like Mara was part of a group that was pre-Hydro Viper. Right, like she had started the program to have all the experiments done and all the different stuff, and somehow make up. You can make like a whole story of like dudes that are like, that are in the process of becoming like a hydro viper. So you could have
Mm.
some of them would be scarred, maybe some would have like some would have the webbed hands out of the glove or the webbed feet or whatever, like out
Oh
of the
yeah,
footwear,
yeah.
and you could just see them in that like that transitional phase. I don't know. I just thought that might have been pretty interesting because the hydro viper is so awesome,
That is
and
cool.
there's obviously that process that they go through to get there. And I was like, man, imagine having like a couple of recruits or something that are fresh out of from being like a Cobra Trooper or an eel, and they're now on their way to becoming a Hydro Viper.
That brings up a good point. You know how they did with the Frag Viper? They gave him like that weird,
Oh, right,
face.
the dead
I
eye fades.
I wonder if they're gonna do that, something like that with the Hydro Viper, like have his face underneath be like, look, because he's described as such like a monster. If
Right.
give him some sort of hybrid, weird, like creepy face, that would be fun.
Agreed. I mean that would just be them like leaning full into like the whole aesthetic of that character is just looks monstrous, right? The mask, even the parts of like the suit and everything look like a evil swamp monster.
Yeah, that's awesome. Love it.
Nice. Bearded
I'd
sumo.
buy it. I'd buy it. You say you had another one?
Oh yeah, I do. So this one is, I don't know how weird it is as much as it just like kind of when I thought about it, it was like, this is a little different. And so I don't know how familiar you guys are with the Metal Gear Solid game in from the original PlayStation. So it's
Okay,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
one. It's the first one in a series. The main there's a couple different reasons, but the main character, Solid Snake, is very GI Joe. Like
Yeah,
you could make him and all
definitely.
his variants through the years in a classified line. Old Man Snake from number 4 would look fucking amazing. But my point about like the Metal Gear crossover is way more than the obvious. Like if you remember that game or any of its like any of the Metal Gear games, they were very very military, right? They had awesome weapons. It was very up to the date technology, but then they also had an insane sci-fi element to it. Like they
Oh
had the
yeah,
guy, one of the bosses you have to beat in that game, and is like a player throughout all the other ones. Is this guy Psycho Mantis, who is very much like in the end, a Doctor Mindbender character, but on an even more bent kind of level, right? And then
oh,
you have the head of like the bad guy through most of the games too is this guy called Liquid Snake. It's literally called Liquid Snake. So you
right,
have
right.
the Cobra Commander and Liquid Snake teaming up to really try to take over the world. The Psycho Mantis, Doctor Mindbender, and then just like then even as I kept thinking about it, I was like, man, there's just so many parallels that if you put these together, they would really merge. You could really merge it into something kind of awesome. And I think the figures would just wind up looking absolutely amazing.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. All right, we got
The bearded sumo says, "I want Tracy Morgan as a Cobra Trooper."
that's a weird one, man. That's a weird one. Wait,
That's
I don't even know what
that's
this
crazy.
means. Wait. Revolver, Ice Ocelot,
Oh,
and Sniper Wolf?
those are characters from those are bosses from the Metal Gear game.
Oh,
Sniper Wolf.
okay.
Sniper Wolf is a hot sniper. Her shirt's all open and whatever. She would make. She's very Baroness like. And Revolver Ocelot is the. I think he's the first boss you got. But yeah, he's got 2 6-shooters and he doesn't miss. He
Right.
bounces bullets
Okay,
off
yeah.
stuff there. Yeah, great character.
Well, yeah, so there's some action figure like what is it? I think actually Valorverse is doing not Metal Gear Solid, but Splinter
Oh,
Cell
Splinter Cell. Oh, I'm
figures.
so stoked for that because
Yeah.
just as I'm talking about Metal Gear right now, I'm the same thing for Splinter Cell.
Oh yeah.
I love me
Yeah,
some Tom Fisher.
that's
Stoked for
official.
that.
They're coming out. Yeah. I don't know when but they're coming out. So
I thought he said what because they were doing, if I remember, I thought he said that they were going to just pump out the one Sam Fisher, see how it does. If people like it, they'll do more. But I thought he said at the end of this year. I thought that I don't, I can't remember exactly, but I thought it was kind of imminent, like in
oh yeah.
2026, because I remember being very excited for it.
Yeah, I haven't seen images yet, but I know he's got that. He's got the World War II series coming out, and he's got
Ooh,
the black, which are the
the
pirates,
black.
which look great. Yeah, those look amazing.
That's a
Uh,
pretty interesting concept too of it.
yeah,
Because when I first heard pirate, I was like, are they swashbuckling pirates or regular gun-toting type pirates? And yeah, no,
Yeah, they're
it does
modern
look
day pirates. Yeah, I have seen them in
very
hand,
good.
by the way. I saw them in hand. They're
Mhm.
great.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up.
Let's see. All right, anybody? I guess we'll probably wrap it up soon. So if you have any last weird ideas, throw them out. I'll
Ooh,
give you my last. Oh, you got any last ideas?
I
And then
just thought of something. A RoboCop. Give us
oh
like a
shit, yeah.
RoboCop. Ed29, because you know
Oh,
what? I mean, hell, when you think about it, what the hell? This actually from Gridiron. This looks an awful lot like Ed29 already. But yeah,
yeah,
you could do
totally.
like an official one. That would how freaking awesome would that be? You know,
Yeah.
they would release it. It would look kind of gray. I'd buy a couple of them chrome markers and just make RoboCop all bling out. Because, dude, I don't know. Have you watched that movie anytime recently?
Oh yeah, I watch it
Dude,
all
it's crazy. It's
the time.
almost like it's so violent. It's like a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's,
Just somebody came out with all of the villains in like a 10-pack. Did you
right.
see that?
Oh
Like
man.
$350, but it has every gang member.
Dude, and it would be crazy. I mean, that dude, when you talk about movie villains, I'm not gonna remember his name. Was it? I think it was the character's name, the head evil guy. You know, he's kind of
Oh yeah, it's the father from
oh,
That
the
Poet
70s show.
Society.
The
yeah, that's
70s
every
show.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, whatever his name was. But I think his name was Terrence something in that movie. And great, crazy, psycho, evil villain, man. I mean, I remember seeing, dude, there was stuff I remember watching as a kid. And even as a kid being like, this is awesome, but I'm so positive I should not be watching this.
Yeah.
And RoboCop was one of them.
Some from New Zealand. Yeah, and that's right.
Nice.
Action Force, Cannon, Cutter, and Beachhead were Kiwis. Yeah, they were in the Action Force. They're all from all around the world. Nice. You
That's
do,
what's up. Yeah, that is what's funny when you hear people, that like they're obviously just grabbing onto something for like clickbait and they say stuff like, "Oh, how could you support GI Joe? It's just such an obvious racist thing." Because like they'll show like a picture of like it'll be like a Duke Flint and somebody else, and it'd be three white guys, and they'll be ragging on it being like a right wing type of, and it's like, oh my god, yeah, how wrong could you be? It's like the most diverse media ever.
Yeah, no, that's insanity. I'm glad I not encountered that because that sounds really freaking stupid.
It's
So
100%, 100%. I've seen it more than once, unfortunately. I venture outside my circle, and that's what's going on. It's a
oh
jungle
yeah,
out.
don't do it. Yeah, OG Cobra Viper was all jacked. Okay, hanging out with the Dreadnoughts. That's a good idea. The Street
I'll take it.
Fighter figures. Yeah, they do Street Fighter figures. Jada has a pretty good line of Street Fighter figures, but they don't fit very well with classified because they're too cartoony looking. I
They're
would
very
love to see them do the Street Fighter figures in classified.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Just to note, you're right. If they did even all the different figures in like with that gritty classified look, I think it would be good. But the way that they are now, if we're talking about the same one, that Dalsum, the
Oh yeah,
Indian
he's
guy,
cool.
that
Yeah.
dude, that figure looks crazy when it's got like the extended arms on it and stuff like that. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that looks very good. I've seen enough different kinds of stuff outside of classified to kind of have an idea of what a good looking figure is and isn't. And I have to say that those, despite them looking very cartoonish, really catch my eye. I think they're incredible looking.
G.I. Joe's the best non-forced diversity of all time. True, it was like not even a question. Nobody thought about it back then. They did it already. They did it before everybody else got mandated to do it. They did it,
Right.
and it was great. And you loved it as a kid.
Yeah,
You
and
were
as a
glad
kid,
you had characters that were every type of person. It was,
right. And as a kid, you didn't notice because when you're a kid, you don't even think about it. It's just we're all
yeah,
here, we're all doing it.
yeah. I mean, and like to some point, I kind of noticed. I thought it was cool. I was like, oh shit. This is,
Right.
you got heroes all over the park. I'm like, Community, that would be awesome. Yeah, do a bunch tight chip. I'd take a tight chip action figure. That's
Nice.
that'd be
Bearded
great.
Sumo is a good idea. Give me a Nick Fury, Joe Colton in Shield uniform 2-pack.
Oh yeah,
All right, I'm with it. It's a good shout, brother.
definitely.
I
All
like
right.
that.
Wait, what's Clarence Boddicker? Why? Oh, is that who's
Oh,
Clarence
the
Boddicker?
RoboCop.
That's the
Clarence
RoboCop
Barker.
villain. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. Why not? Feel like I should know
Great job.
that. Thank you. Okay. All right. What about any last ideas? We'll throw out the last couple, and then we'll call it a night.
So it looks like he says Terminator Robot Vipers. Imagine a Arnold Schwarzenegger T-100 with the leather jacket, the sawed-off shotgun. I would love a two-pack. I think, believe it or not, I think somebody did just make a T-1000. But imagine it would be a T2 pack, and it would be the Arnold from T2 and then the Robert Patrick T-1000 Terminator. You know, where it's got the long finger. You know, when he shoots the blade
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
his finger. Like give him that kind of a hand and stuff like that. That I'd be interested in that. You'd have to give him the M134 minigun so
Oh,
we could
yeah.
have it, and then the sawed off, and hell, give him a motorcycle with a little Edward Furlong to throw on the front as he drives away. Let's go.
Here's the other thing, in the comic book, there's the Revenge robots. There's like a whole like other villain series called the Revenge, and they have like these robots, and they are like basically Terminators. They're like you strip them the skin, and they have metal underneath. Oh, hey, we got a couple of good ideas here. What's that?
No, I was agreeing with what you're saying. Yeah, the Revenge robots. Yeah.
They're pretty cool. Let's see. Wait, there was one I wanted to hit up here that I thought was interesting. Let's see. Oh, Mr. T would be good. Actually, remember Mr. C? Mr. C
Yes.
is from like the one episode of G.I. Joe. You get a Mr.
I
C
saw that.
figure.
I saw it recently. It was just on in the background when I was working, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that, Mr. Fucking C. How crazy!"
It would be really stupid. And but at the end, it actually makes sense because at the end of the episode, he says, "I'm going to join G.I. Joe."
Right.
And, he applies.
Like from the A team to G.I. Joe, it's a hell of a resume.
Yeah.
Simon Barthing says, Destro, I have a playlist of your videos that I'll catch up on sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's talking to one of us.
Please do. Nice. All right. Any last ideas, Birdman? You got any last ideas?
I think people took most of my ideas, but that's okay. Great minds are on the same page.
What about you, Destro? You got any ideas? Last ideas?
I mean, at this point, I'm just thinking of like 80s action movie anything. That's all that keeps coming out of my head. But I'm almost like got blinders on at this point. That's all I can see in my head. So no, I thought that was pretty awesome though. I mean, there's so much that you could do, and it's like when I just think about like a classified figure and how cool it looks, or like when I think about what this guy looked like before and now he looks like this. So then I think of like John McClane getting classified, you know what I mean? And it does, dude, to be honest with you, it does sound awesome. Now, if anybody out there and this is no affiliation, the dude is just the best customizer. If you're on Facebook, it's Fairy Day Workaholic, or if you're on Instagram, it's GI Joe Customs. And I'm telling you right now, as soon as you see his figures, you're gonna be like, wait, he like made that? And yes, he did. Like he does these Alley Viper customs it's all gonna blow your mind. But he did do a whole line of John McClane, Marion Cobretti. Honestly, I have to say that's where I got that idea from. He did one of Marion Cobretti. Dude, he does a whole line of different Cobra commanders, some with the hood, some with not. I promise you, if you go look for this guy, you'll probably most likely when you get there, you'll be like, oh yes, I've seen this somewhere because it's everywhere. But you could. But they definitely did a whole line of those '80s guys.
I bought a Stallone head from Etsy, so you could do Expendables special editions. Yeah, that would be great.
That's what's up.
Wait, okay, I don't remember. Okay, Mike, what about the Ninja Leader with the long black hair from the late '90s? Why do I not remember this? 6 or 8. Oh, wait. Are you talking about? You're talking about the Dark Ninja Master, maybe?
Yeah. That's that is
he's right here.
Oh, nice.
Prize. I had to buy this guy last year. I didn't know he existed.
Yeah. My brother Conrad, that's the one he just got. He was looking for. Yeah, it's awesome.
I would love to see this guy in Classified. He's wild. He's got a Cole Arashikage tattoo on his back, right? Full Arashikage. His whole body's tatted. It's also actually light material, so light shines through it.
Right.
And he can actually pick things up with his feet. He can actually throw ninja stars with his feet.
Wow. That's crazy.
He's no Monstro Viper.
He is human. He's just crazy.
That is crazy.
I would definitely buy this. This guy would be one of my number one. One of my no, up there. He's up there for me as things I would love to see them do. This guy is so cool. He's got his hair, his face is crazy, everything about him. He's one of the most insane things they've ever come out with, and he would perfectly translate to Classified. I think he would be great. I think it would be amazing.
I agree. And and it wouldn't be at this point. It wouldn't be surprising given all of the ninja stuff that we've gotten with like the slice and dice, and I don't know. There's a lot there.
Let's see. Did
Who was that guy that looked like? Who was that guy that looked like he was like a Predator dude that came out?
Shadow
Tracker.
Yeah. I mean, that guy was kind of crazy.
Yeah, they came out with him. But they stripped him down. He had none of his weapons. It was kind of lame. But it's a great figure, actually, though. The mold is incredible.
Yeah, with the hair and the big mask and everything. It is pretty cool. Now, did
one of the scariest things they ever came out with, frankly. He's crazy looking. He's great. But he's
on my short
a lot
list.
of weapons. Yeah. If you don't have him, you gotta get him.
He is on the short list. Did Gridiron come with a loadout for him by any chance?
No, but the original figure came with a spear, a net, an axe, a flail, a blade. It was it was like the most kitted out figure you ever had. It was like crazy good. So all right. Yeah, I guess that covered. Oh, I'll give you my last one, which is I gave this Laird Destro. A Scottish Destro. Definitely. Okay. But he's got a kilt. And he has a dog, maybe a Scottish wolfhound as his companion. And the dog's name is Highlander. There you go. That would be name some Scottish bullshit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
And he's got bagpipes. He's gonna have bagpipes.
Why not? I think that now pre obviously I think of that pre-mask you're talking about, right? So he's just so he doesn't have the silver mask yet. He still
has a silver mask, but he's
okay.
It's like his hangout clothes.
Oh,
he's wearing a kilt. He's got the big, he's got one of those big swords, just like Darkline does.
Broadsword,
bagpipes, and a dog. And there you go. That can be.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, there can only be one Destro McCollum.
Can you imagine what they would do with a Scottish wolfhound? I mentioned Irish wolfhound, but apparently there is such thing as Scottish wolfhound, and they're like the biggest dogs there are. I think it would be beautiful.
Nice. That would be they're gorgeous dogs. So that would make sense too. Man, I already feel like something that I thought about and I hadn't gotten around to it yet, because even if you look up the crest for McCullen, the family McCullen, like a real Scottish lore, it's like a shield with like 3 crows and a sword or something. It's actually pretty cool. I almost wanted to get that make that on a shirt. But there's so much. It sounds like we both had, between the two of us, it's a couple different ideas on trying to expand that Destro family, because there was a lot before the skeletons in the closet episode, and then after that you're like, oh, okay, we really got to see what's going the fuck on here.
Nice.
Seamus the Wolfhound? Am I missing? What is that?
That could be his name, Seamus. Yeah, I figure I actually posed to the comments on the video that I made about it, and somebody I think said Highlander, and I was like, yeah, that's the name. That's the name. Call it Highlander. That's a fucking badass name. But all right, well, I guess that's it. That's pretty much it. These are the weird ideas. Hope you had fun with this, everybody. Thanks for the chat, for coming.
Thanks, y'all, for my Monstro Viper. I was not expecting that tonight.
The worst things ever.
What a crazy.
I'm actually excited. I look at it. I'm just like, dude, that's just so crazy.
So crazy.
I actually kind of want one too. Now that you're making me want one now.
Army build it.
Yeah.
Well,
there's only like 4 on eBay. There's not that many available.
Damn. Yeah, I guess I don't have. I have a hole in my collection. Is that last 2 years? I just didn't. I just gave up because it was dog shit, and I had to stop. So
No, I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it, right? I mean, if you buy something and put it on your shelf and you see it every day, it's not going to make you happy. It's going to bother you. Be like, I can't believe I bought that. Fucking, you gotta like it.
All right, thanks. Great show. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's what the creators were saying in '94.
Cocaine
Very
crazy.
true.
Without a
Very
doubt.
true. All right, guys. We'll call it a night. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Have a good
Yeah.
night.
See you guys.